All right, Spartan Beast training recap for, I think this is week 3 now. The first week was basically just that 6-mile run on a Friday, and then we had last week, which was, a bunch of base running. I was trying to get used to like running at the slowest pace possible that Garmin coach was telling me to do, which was really like difficult, but let me just get into it. So this week on Monday, I'm gonna look at my phone because I don't remember all the distances. Monday, I had a 3-mile run, but it was like 3.03 miles at a 10-minute and 35-second per mile pace for 32 minutes. That was a base run. The series or the like block of training that I'm in right now is to just basically build a base of aerobic capacity. So Monday, 3 miles, 32 minutes. Tuesday, I had my threshold run, and this run was a lot more interesting. It wasn't just like run at a slow pace forever. It was a 10-minute slower pace run around 11 minutes. And then I did 7 minutes at a 9-minute pace, where after that, it told me to reduce my speed for 2 minutes at a 13-minute per mile pace, and then another 7-minute block at 9 minutes. And then I ended the workout with a 10-minute block at 11 minutes. This was better for me just because it breaks everything up. There's like an objective here. You're running fast, running slow. And let me tell you, like these running slow periods, I know there's like a reason for everything, but it's really slow and it's kind of torturous. But whatever, I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna trust the process and just use the training that it's giving me to get better. And then today was my long run. Today is Friday. I do my long runs on Fridays. It was 52 minutes. It was a base run. So I was supposed to run at about an 11:15 to an 11-minute mile pace for 52 minutes. But I ran at a 10-minute and 45-minute per mile pace because 11 minutes was just too slow, and my body's just going to move the way it is. So it would tell me that I'm going too fast at times, where I would get into like 9:25, and so I'd have to really focus on slowing myself down, which, like I've said, kind of difficult. So anyway, today I got a 4.85 miles in 52 minutes and 5 seconds. Longest run since the very first run, that I think was like over 6 miles. And then tomorrow, to end this week's training for running, I have another base run at 30 minutes, and it's asking me to do an 11:15 per minute mile. Wait, 11 minutes and 15 seconds per mile. Anyway, I'll probably end up doing like 10 minutes and 45 seconds again. But now I'm gonna get into my bodybuilding or strength training aspect that I always do. And today I have shoulders and legs. And doing legs after running 4.85 miles is gonna be tough, but we're gonna do it anyway because the whole point is to keep leg size as much as I can. I wanna keep bigger legs and to strengthen the muscles around my knee to prevent knee injuries while running these long distances. Let's get into it. It's cold as shit in here right now. Normally I like to not wear sweatshirts that like bind everything up, but it's like 40 degrees in my garage. Anyway, enough bitching. First exercise is going to be dumbbell upright rows. Going to be focusing on pulling, scoot back so you can see. I'm going to be focusing on pulling the weight from my hip area up and out like this, using the medial portion of my deltoid to lift the weight up. Really trying to focus on keeping my shoulders looking jacked through this period of running a lot. not really into like decreasing my muscle mass. I'm primarily a lifter and a power athlete. So this whole, anyway, shut the fuck up. Just, I'm gonna lift now. All right. What was that, 20? I think that was 20. Write this down. 20. All right, so that was one set. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 more sets of that. It's gonna be the same rep range. That's the goal. Next week, I think I'm gonna up the weight to like 25 pounds per dumbbell next week because that was a little easy. Anyway, you get the gist of that exercise. I'm gonna do the next 4 sets of that and you'll see the next exercise. All right, so the other day on Instagram, one of my followers messaged me and asked, how do you stay so motivated to work out every day at 40 years old with a career and kids and a family and all that stuff? My answer is this: I'm not motivated. Simple. Motivation carries you nowhere. Motivation is very short-lived. You have to want it. You have to want the process. You have to want the work. Find comfort in being discomfort. These are all probably canned phrases or cliche things to say, but it's reality. If you rely on motivation alone, you will never get anything done because motivation goes 2 ways. Motivation can take you and push you in a positive direction, but you can also be motivated to do absolutely nothing. You can be motivated to be a lazy piece of shit and sit on your ass all day. So stop thinking about motivation and just start thinking about the work that has to get done and get the work done every day. So I hope that kind of answers questions on motivation. If you are someone who lacks motivation or has motivation in a negative direction, get rid of it. Stop thinking about your motivation. Just start thinking about the work. All right, the work that I'm doing right now is dumbbell shrugs. I think I have like 5 sets, and I'm gonna be doing 85-pound dumbbells for 20 reps. I also have my VersaGrips on. If you guys don't have VersaGrips, I'm not sponsored by VersaGrips. They have no idea who I am, trust me. But these things are great. I use them for any movement or exercise where grip is involved. Takes the weakness of your grip out, and you can just really focus on the activation of the muscle that you want to work. So here we go. Shrugs, 20 reps, 85 pounds. All right. That was pretty good. I'm gonna end up increasing the weight next week for sure. But I'm gonna get the rest of these sets done and I'll see you in the next exercise. Okay, so like in the beginning of the video, I said I don't want to get like skinny from long distance running. One thing, a motivator for me, is my wife likes my big legs. So I want to maintain the size of my legs. I want to keep big muscular legs. So I'm going to continue doing leg days with heavy or like semi-heavy weight for what I can like endure. Right now, my knees are pretty tender from running almost 5 miles today, but I have squats now, and I'm going to be doing 225 pounds for 10 reps. And then I'll be doing, I think, 3 or 4 sets. So anyway, hopefully I can get through this without breaking anything. All right, that was not easy. 3 more sets, gonna go for 10 reps. Keep the weight the way it is. Hopefully that goes well. The squats I just did were a quad emphasis because I was lifting up my heels onto those plates, allowing for more or better range of movement or motion, sorry. Getting my knees out over my toes, which is gonna stretch more in the quads. It's a whole thing. I'm sure you've heard it before. If you haven't, just do that. It's for your quads. So now to work on my hamstrings, I'm doing stiff-legged deadlifts, 170 pounds with 15 reps, multiple sets. Enough talking, just, I'm gonna do it now. Hamstrings turning into jello. That does it for today's training. I will say these leg workouts are getting a lot more difficult. With the amount of running that I'm doing, the distance and the time, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to continue doing these leg workouts with more running, like mileage wise and time wise, as I progress through this training. So that will be something to look back on. And really, I'm making these videos for me. I'm just documenting my own process. If you are watching, thank you. Give me a thumbs up so I know you're watching, or subscribe, because, well, that's how YouTube works. So subscribe to this channel. Also, let's make this interactive, all right? I'd like to interact with you guys through the comments. So leave some comments, questions, talk shit if you want to. It really doesn't matter. Just want to connect. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.